It was 2 years ago this week, a former Dallas police officer killed a man she believed was an intruder in her apartment. That victim was Bothan Jean, a man in his own apartment. His death would become a centerpiece of despair, debate, and divide. His shooting was just the latest in a series of officer-involved shootings in North Texas. 1 week before former Dallas police officer Amber Geiger shot and killed Botham Jean in his own apartment 2 years ago, North Texas saw the police shooting of O'Shea Terry by an Arlington police officer. The same week,
a
jury found former Balk Springs police officer Roy Oliver guilty in the murder of teenager Jordan Edwards. But it was the killing of Jean that captured the nation's attention.
But I honestly think that Botham's case allowed for George Floyd to be accepted by mainstream society.
Lee Merritt is the civil rights attorney who represented Jean's family in the public campaign against the Dallas Police Department and for the prosecution of Geiger. 2 years since Jean's killing, state lawmakers plan to submit police reform legislation in Jean's name. City leaders have now called for the renaming of a Dallas street in his honor. But Merritt says holding police accountable is no longer a rare exception.
There's a discussion about doing policing differently, but I think what's behind all of that is that the national opinion about policing has changed. Before, the law enforcement officers could do no wrong.
The biggest change we had in Dallas was getting a civil rights unit established in the district attorney's office. That's where these indictments are coming from.
John Fullenwider is co-founder of Mothers Against Police Brutality. He cites Jean's shooting as one motivating act for the national movement for racial justice protests we are now seeing. And investigating deadly force shootings 2 years after Jean's death, he says they're now improving, but still flawed.
Well, the city of Dallas has never actually accepted any responsibility for the murder of Botham Jean. Our position is that it's a national crisis, and we need a national standard for the use of deadly force.
And remembering his name, Botham Jean's church community here in the Dallas area also keeping his memory alive. They are leading community outreach efforts, including a food giveaway, which is set for this week.